Hey everyone, how's it going today? Lamoura here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We are here in the Rising Stones, about to talk to Minfilia. In the last episode, we made sure that we took care of all the hard mode versions of the primals, the original three, Titan, Garuda, and Ifrit. You have to make sure you do that as well if you want to move on to the next part of the game, of the MSQ, the patch 2.5 Before the Fall Part 1. So let's get it started with good intentions. Don't worry, as soon as we exit out of here, I will try my best to make sure that we eat our eggs and go through our minion roulette. Anyways, good intentions. Minfilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. I am most eager to address the Scion threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with the Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Nia, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Eorzea is poring over his tomes in the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in other ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Nia, while we focus on that task, mayhaps you could assist Alphinaud and his Braves with theirs? It would do much to restore the faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riel's latest report. See, now I'm just doubting myself if that's actually like Riel. Maybe it's Rao. Again, I don't know. Anyways, he has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret. Hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you have finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I might soon have a favor to ask. If there is any development on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Alphinaud going to Ul'dah, not being in the Rising Stones or in the Waking Sands or wherever. It seems like just yesterday we were meeting him for the first time with his ignorant sister. I don't know if she's ignorant, I'm just saying she was kind of rude. Oh, wait, I almost walked right past him. Oh, it's this guy. This guy, I remember him. Pleasure as always, Nia. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugees' hands a ways back. So it happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up in Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting, clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings me to the merchant that we caught an arrow. Brings to mind that arrow what caught an arrow while talking to Nia, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Nia? That seems fair. Get them all in one swoop. Then it's settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Alright, with that done, let's just make sure we do our regular stuff here. Let's eat a boiled egg here. One will be fine. And then I can't do a minion just yet, so we need to go outside. I guess I could just travel to Highbridge then, since that's where the mission wants us to go. And we'll do the minion roulette once we get there. Okay, so we're here in Camp Drybones here. Real quick, before we go too much further, let's hit the minion roulette, see who we get today. Oh, little baby calf, buffalo calf. Alright, cool. Let us get on a chocobo, or whoever our mount is today. I guess the best way to go would be out through here. Out into the open world after that. Yeah, that worked. Alright, so to Highbridge, which is just right over here. We will, do what? Why was Ilbert here again? Oh yeah, that's right, we're trying to capture the merchant. That's right. That's correct. Almost forgot. Okay. Where's it? Why not? So I don't have to worry about it later. Alright, Ilbert. Here with another friend, are you? Ah, Nia. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard, common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath the woman of your standing, and Commander Lamoura needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have ever need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Well, you know, I don't really mind so much. I'm really happy to be wanted and needed. It's maybe some deep ingrained trauma of mine that's resurfacing in some way. In any case, bait and switch. Ilbert is eager to bring the Black Marketeer and his clients to justice. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Nia. With you indeed. We shall go off. Oh god, I wish I had that salute. I like it a lot more than any of the other ones. The Twin Adder, probably, no. No, I don't really care for the Twin Adder either. Maelstrom, maybe? I don't really know. They all kind of suck in their own respect, right? Alright, looks like we need to go up. Instead of going over this way, we'll cut around. The burning wall. I hope we get to come over to this area a bit more. The burning wall seems cool, like it's all this like crystalline area. But it's just like 1 or 2 missions we do it and then we bounce out of here. Nothing ever really tempts us to come over to this area. And it's sad because it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of twisty and windy and turny and whatnot, but I mean, as far as scenery goes, I think it's cool at least. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create distraction, my men will slip past and catch the black marketeer unaware. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel's entrance. Any questions? Let us be off. Good luck, my friend. So you just want me to be loud and create a nice distraction with some fireworks? I can do that. Hey, listen. If I can kill some thugs, and you're telling me it's gonna do good for everybody else, no, that's not where I need to be. Is there a way down from here? Oh, there is. I completely missed this. Whoopsies. Alright, so who do I need to murder? You. Hired thug. Alright, Titan's with us. Momo is not with us. Let's summon Momo real quick. There you go, Momo. Come join the fight. It should be fun. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you should have never come here. Should have never come here. Where's that from? I feel like that's a Skyrim thing. For some reason, I'm getting Skyrim vibes from that. Never should have come here. I forgot my summoner rotation. That's my bad. Alright, another guy here. Let's get our dot effects on. Let's actually do things appropriately this time. And since I'm still waiting for energy drain to come back and get my aether flow stacked. Oh, hello. There's a lot of guys here, huh? Okay. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna be the one to complain about it. I don't have any of my skills back. Okay, that's kind of sucks. Maybe I should have gotten Ifrit. I don't really need to worry about my health too much, so maybe Ifrit is the right person to have. Even though Titan is a better single target, Ifrit does technically have more attacks, so I don't have to wait for the cooldown as long. The unfortunate part is there's a fate going on right where my mission is. How much longer does it have? Ugh, it just started. Is someone doing it, or someone? I think that's someone doing it. I would have to assume. Just because, oh, is it down here? Yeah, that's a dragoon. Look at him running away, that's hilarious. Oh man, too funny. Oh, I have to level sync, that's why. Okay, let's level sync. Let's do it. Let's help him out. At the very least, right? We just need to kill these quartz goblin things. Shouldn't be too much of a problem here. At least I shouldn't foresee one. I mean, it could be a problem. Who freaking knows? You know, these things could be like the most terrifying creatures in all of Eorzea. They could be. They're probably not, but you know. You just never know. I'll take it to the face. I don't really care. Alright, who else is... Oh, this Mirror Knight wants to fight? Why? I think I got him. No, I didn't technically. I thought I had gotten him with something, one of my skills or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't even really care. I'm taking all these to the face. Oh, okay, fate's complete. Who did I just attack? Let's see if we can just finish him off real quick. One of my guys will leave him alone after that. Cool. Alright, my destination is right over here, surprisingly, so thankfully I dropped down, because that means that I can now find this. I would have been scouring up there for far too long. I don't understand. What's this all about? Yeah. Well, it sounds like things are happening. Good or bad, I'm not quite sure which one it is. Investigate the disturbance. Oh, well, there he is. What's up, my dude? Looks like you did some good work. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and bring in an inexperienced recruit. Commander Leveler will be most disappointed. It's alright, my dude. Everyone makes a mistake, right? Damn it all. A golden opportunity wasted. Wait, where's the other recruit? As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white sellswords and sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames of the brass blades. Alas, we are here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. I don't know, guys. He let the clients go. I don't see any other people here. Like, normally there'll be like an NPC or something around here with them. No one's there. I guess maybe they're giving chase, but I don't know. Things just... Like, you ever watch a movie and, like, a dirty cop, well, a cop, let's just start there, goes to a crime scene or, like, goes to investigate and he, like, fires off a shot too quickly and the other guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I saw a weapon. And it's like, we had to interrogate him. And then later in the movie, you end up finding out that that cop who shot the guy you were supposed to interrogate was trying to keep the other dude quiet so that his plans didn't get revealed. I'm feeling like this is what's happening here. I mean, Ilbert has been nothing but a friend, but like, look at what happened in the last patch, you know? In the last set of quests, we found out that there was corruption. Who's to say? Like, he was a sellsword. I don't know, guys. I'm keeping him at arm's length for now. Best laid schemes. Ilbert would like nothing more than to have this incident forgotten. I bet you would. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskrite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I'll ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the third's Eorzea. He will take care of the rest. Yeah, I assume that's how you say it. I don't really know. Listen, I don't want to cast suspicion. I feel like the enemy wins if we start doubting our friends and our allies. I feel like that's how you really start to plant the seeds of mistrust and war and rebellion in a nation, is by cutting them all off from their friends. So, I'm not going to let this damper my opinion on anybody until the facts are laid bare. You just never know. Truly we don't. Let's go into here. Where do we gotta go? The best one would be the Weaver's Guild or Sapphire. I'll go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. I don't know if there's like a locked door or something that I might need to go to. Alright, let's see. If I come up through here, start sprinting, go up through here, I should have a clear shot. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the other way could have been easier, but again, I don't know if there's like a locked door anywhere around that maybe would have blocked my passage. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Corthius. Now, what brings you to us this day? Ilbert told me to bring this crate of weapons to you. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we have cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riel stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Riel is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants, whoever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It is still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the ceruleum processing plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Allian, for the freedom of all. That salute is so cool. It's like one step away from the Attack on Titan salute. I just like it. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Nia, a word, if it pleases ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, that's right. We had to whistle in order to summon him. I was like, wait, what? At first I thought he was trying to say whispering, but yeah, whistling makes sense because of who he is and what we had to do before. Alright, so we need to go meet with him. I feel like he's going to tell us that his information was not incorrect. People are starting to question, and like that Allian was the same way. I feel like what's happening here, and this is just my own assumptions, is those clients were actually the Ilbert's companions, and I feel like they ran away with the rest of the shipment of weapons and killed the merchant so that he didn't speak. I'm starting to see some more seeds of distrust, mostly because here's the thing: the patch name is called Before the Fall, and I have to imagine it's the fall of society. Even the Sultanate, what's her name? The monarch Lalafeld that we saw in the end of the last patch, she even said there will be chaos and people won't know what to do. I feel like this is a prime opportunity for seeds of mistrust in the Sultanate and the government, and someone else is trying to rise to power. Just my assumptions here. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. Yeah, see, even he's suspicious. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskrites they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant drunken boast. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and thirds get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate ye lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Nia, can you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Nia, can you hear me? It's Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able.
Okay, back to the Rising Stones. Once again, other people that I'm just going to say I trust a little bit more are starting to put out suspicions. Their feelers are out, they're being cautious, and that gives me every reason to be just as cautious as well. Just saying, I'm not going to be hurt by a betrayal once again. Alright, Tataru, don't worry, I'm here. Please tell me your woes and your fears. Or maybe you just have some cake you really want to share with us.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Nia. We've a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications.
Ooh, a lady caller. Okay. The rising course. Oh, look at that, huh? Tacho seems eager to escort you to the solar.
Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
Okay. Let's see what's going on here then. So we have Moonbrita. Oh, we have Lucia. Lucia's here. What's going on, girl? Good to see you again. It's been a while.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
I love her bangs right there. That's such a cool hairstyle. I wish more people actually wore it.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Eorzea has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Eorzea stated, that what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is a wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm, I forget how they pronounce it in this one, worm, responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Balasar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day, Midgard Somar. legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silver Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship Cerulean engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transferred Silver Tear Falls into desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for moms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the keepers of the lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, I'm sorry, wrong person. Be careful, my friends. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Alright, so they need me to go speak with the Domans outside of the next dungeon that we will not be doing in this episode. Obviously, if you look at the timestamp here, we will be picking up in tomorrow's episode with that as the first thing that we do. So make sure you look forward to it. I know. Some of you will be like, dang it, we were really looking forward to that dungeon, but it's okay. This is a shorter patch, so we probably only have 2 more episodes, if that at all. I have to remember how long the cutscenes are for the last part of this this patch. So we might get the dungeon done and 1 or 2 quests. I'm guessing maybe 1 other quest done in tomorrow's episode. It should be more cutscene and actually I don't remember if the Keeper of the Lake dungeon is actually cutscene intensive. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research outside of that and make sure that I know kind of the the amount of time I have before the end of the patch. Normally with the 19 episodes, I know, okay, that's going to be about 4 or 5 episodes each, and it's going to be okay. For this one, only being about 8, I don't really know the time frame, the workaround for this one. So I just want to make sure I'm not cutting off the end of an episode and then looking back and be like, start the next one, and hold on, sorry, I was at the didn't go quite far enough. And I start the next one, and it's only like 8 minutes until the end, right? That would just be the most unfortunate thing. Okay, there's our Doman. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurance they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. So this is the corpse of Midgar Somer here, wrapped around. As you can tell, here's the tail going through. His wings, his head will be kind of like peeking over the other side here. Secondary wings or something of that nature. And then this is the airship right here. There's a cutscene out there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, from, I believe, the original Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 that kind of chronicles this fight. I don't know where it is. I don't think it's in this game that you can watch. I think you would have to go to YouTube or something of that nature. Anyways, easier said than done, given the creature which inhabits the wreckage and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Keeper of the Lake now accessible, which is a dungeon. So, Like I said, it'll probably take about 20 minutes or so for us to do that, I would have to assume, so just be aware we will pick that up in the next episode. As far as this one's concerned, I want to thank everyone for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed it and are looking forward to the next episode where we will tackle the Keeper of the Lake Dungeon. Alright y'all, I'll talk to you later. Peace out, and much love to you.